Time to hit the hardwood for exciting high school basketball action on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, Ashland Credit, Tres Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, Members Choice Credit Union, Ashland Community and Technical College, the Greenup Baptist Association, First and People's Bank, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Graceland's Christian Church, All That Blooms, Grayson Sporting Goods, Bowman's Auto and Collision Center, Eastside Kids Boutique, First Light Home Care, and Tyler's Pizza. Now, let's go courtside for Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from Lewis County, Vanceburg, Kentucky, in a 63rd District showdown here on Cool TV. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight. 12-10, Greenup County roll in against 17-7 Lewis. Lewis hot as any team on the market as we speak, as they rolled through Raceland on Saturday. And here tonight, hoping to take care of business against Greenup and lock down the number 2 seed in the upcoming district tournament. They've won 5 consecutive, including that 66-35 win over Raceland on Saturday up in the Palace. And here tonight, a win here on their home floor will start their first of the next 5 in front of the friendly confines of the fans here in Greenup. Or, excuse me, in Vanceburg, excuse me. Let's take a break as we get ready for tip-off Greenup County and Lewis County. Our coverage continues on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
My truck and I work all day long, so the truck has to be tough. But I want my truck loan easygoing, and that's what I get at my bank. Flexible terms, great rates. My truck loan works for me, just like my truck.
For great rates on loans for your next truck or car, see the good folks at First and People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Bless Your Heart Boutique in Grayson is your home for all the latest women's fashion, from sweaters, blouses, hats, jackets, skirts, dresses, jewelry.
As the Greenup County Musketeers come in, 37.5% from the field, 27.6% from beyond the arc, 72.1% from the free throw line, averaging 26.9 rebounds a game, and a record of 12-10. Rachel Bush leads the way with 21.4 points. For Lewis, 40.6% from the field, 29.8% from the long range, 74.4% from the free throw line, 29.3 rebounds a game, and 17-7 record under head coach Jay Fight. Sarah Weddington, the leading scorer for the Lions at 19.8. Well, talking about both of those players, let's start first with Greenup County and Rachel Bush and what she has been able to accomplish in her career. Averaging 21.4 points, 9.6 rebounds a game. Over 1,500 career points, second all-time, over 1,000 rebounds. Voted top 10 player by Cats Paws the last 2 seasons. All-district the last 3 seasons. And she's headed to the University of Pikeville on a basketball scholarship. We'll take a break for the national anthem. When we return, we'll take a look at the other big player in this game. That's Sarah Paige Weddington. That's as we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy. Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now with ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Hey fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team without changing your spending habits. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. So come on in and sign up for your team debit card at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue in Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, I'm Erin.
And I'm Michael. Come see us at Bowman's.
Bowman's can do frame repair. They have a downdraft bake oven for a factory paint finish. And they get your vehicle back to its pre-accident condition with qualified iCar Gold certified technicians. Bowman's is also an ASE certified mechanical shop, providing transmission flushes, steering and suspension services, AC service, oil changes, and tune-ups. That's Bowman's Auto Service, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. Call 836-0837.
By the Lewis County High School Junior ROTC. Fabulous job, as always, by the young men and women here in Vanceburg. Well, we talked about Rachel Bush and what she brings to the table. Now let's take a look at Sarah Paige Weddington. 19.8 points per game, 12.3 rebounds, second all-time in rebounds, sixth in scoring, a 4.49 GPA, a Governor Scholar, and plans on a college dentistry. Not certain of where that's going to be yet, but that's the plans as she moves forward. One final break to take here in the pregame show. When we return, it's Greenup County and Lewis County, a big 63rd District tilt. Coming at you right after this on the Coed Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Michael Bowling, Senior Vice President of Kentucky Farmers Bank. When you do business with Kentucky Farmers Bank, you're making an investment in your community. Your money stays local, we never sell your loan, and in turn, we invest in local families, churches, schools, and charities. We believe in our community, and that's why we are the better bank for loans.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for loans since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Carter County, look no further than Tyler's Pizza. Also be sure to check out our daily lunch specials, wings, salads, subs, sandwiches, dinners, sides, desserts, and our world famous Thai Zone. Tyler's Pizza, 120 Cross Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-4583. Tyler's Pizza is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Back here in Vanceburg, getting ready for a tip-off between Lewis County and Greenup County. In a big 63rd District tilt here in the jungle. That's what they like to call it here. Our officials tonight, Dave Anderson, Mario McKissick, and Jeff Adkins. Great crew on hand here tonight for the call of this contest. We'll start first in the backcourt with Emily Maynard, Daria Crum in the front court. Number 23, Kennedy Spencer. Number 55, Katie Schaefer. And number 25 in the middle is Rachel Bush. Again, Maynard, Crum, Spencer, Schaefer, and Bush, the starting five for the Greenup County Musketeers. Now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Lewis County Lions. 17-7 on the season, 3-2 in district play. It'll look like this in the backcourt. Number 4, Maddie Johnson. She's joined by number 10, Caitlin Arnold. And rounding things out, number 24, Liv Campbell. Get some names changed around here, my bad. In the front court, number 50, Carrie Ann Highfield, and in the center, number 12, here's Sarah Weddington. Greenup would be decked out in the gold jersey tonight with a green trim. Green numerals and letters on the front and the back. Lewis County in the all-whites tonight, white tops and bottoms, red and blue trim accented on the cameras. Weddington and Bush, this one should be a dandy. Last time these two teams hooked up, it was a 49-38 win by Lewis up in Lloyd. And we're ready for basketball. Ball's into the air. Bush tips it into the backcourt, and off we go. Here's Bush, wants a three from the wing, got it. 3-0. tossed underneath and poked out of bounds. Right at our camera there. Sarah Weddington will bring it in. Out top of the key. Here's a 3-ball by Johnson. In and out, no good. Tipped around, Liv Campbell. Forces it back up, left it short. Greenup County with the basketball, front court. Here's Bush. Now top of the key. Spencer goes off to Maynard. Schaefer wants a 3. She's got it. Great start for the Musketeers. They're out to a 6-0 lead. Greenup trying to turn up a little backcourt pressure. Here's Maddie Johnson, front court. Weddington in between the rings. Minute 6:45 to go here in the opening period. Minute 15 gone. Skip pass comes near side. Johnson dribble drive cut off there by Bush. Highfield turns, throws it opposite, nearly thrown out of bounds. Great crowd on hand here tonight. Down to the corner. There's a lob inside and is stolen away by Rachel Bush. 6-0. As Bush walks it into the front court. Hands it off to Crum. Nearly thrown out of bounds as Bush has to corral it back in. Here's a 3-ball from the left wing. Money. 9-0 Greenup timeout. Lewis County. A 30-second timeout. As Lewis find themselves in a sizable hole. Jay Fight there taking a look. Taking a look over the shoulder of the Greenup County Musketeer bench. Paul Miller in there coaching his team up. This is a big one for them as they've got one remaining district game with Raceland this Saturday. As Greenup, a win here tonight would still keep the 2 seed in order for a possibility. As they could get a coin flip if they could get a 3-3 mark with Lewis. Here's Campbell, comes across the midcourt stripe. Arnold out of the corner. 5.5 to go here in the opening period. 9-0 Musketeers. Here's Weddington, her first touch of the basketball game. Puts it on the deck, goes back out top of the key. Out of the corner, Arnold fires up a shot, can't get the friendly roll. Ball tipped out underneath, and it's going back to the Musketeers. Now Lewis County will try to turn up a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Spencer goes coast to coast, has it blocked away. Here comes Liv Campbell, front court. She'll stop it off on the wing. Spencer hounding her there. Highfield on the wing. Now back out. Top. Campbell pushes a 3 up. No, front iron rolls around. Ball tipped around out to Rachel Bush. 4.5 to go here in the opening period. Bush walks it into the front court. Weddington waiting for her there. Here's Bush, pumps, gets in the lane. Draws contact, fires it up, shot up, no good. Highfield with a rebound. And then tossed out of bounds on the far sideline. Worst possible start that Lewis could have in this ball game. Here's Bush. Maynard spots up, wants a 3, it's too stiff. Here comes Maddie Johnson and the Lions down 9-0. Or excuse me, Liv Campbell, my mistake. Lewis working around the perimeter. They're playing it super hard to get the basketball to Weddington. Here's a spin around jumper. And the first points of the ball game go down for the Lions. 9-2, 3:33 to play here in the opening first period. Here's Spencer. Crum wants a three. It one's too stiff. Liv Campbell with the basketball. She'll race it into the front court. Gets to the rack. Floater in the lane is up. In and out, no good. Ball tipped around out to Spencer. Lost the handle on the peel. Gets it back. Arnold hounding her. She'll pitch it off to the far side to Maynard. Greenup with 3 buckets, all from long range. Here's Bush. Gets to the rack. Off the window. Counted and one. And a chance at a 3-point play for Rachel Bush. We'll get the foul on Weddington. And that is her 1,500th point for Rachel Bush. Congratulations to her. Free throw on the way, in and out, no good. There's a ball raked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Lewis on the near sideline. Here's a 3 ball and away, good. Maddie, here comes the deep. And in a foul from behind as they'll get Crum on the push. Eleven to 5. Lewis County trying to get back in this one after trailing 9-0 out of the gate. Here's Arnold. Liv Campbell with the basketball. Goes off to the near side. Entry pass into Weddington. Spinning in the lane. Yes. Weddington with her 4th. And the lead's down to 4. Greenup in the front court. Spencer comes off to the right side. Backdoor Crum. Nice slip screen as she gets up and in. 13 to 7. Inside of a minute to play here in the opening period. Liv Campbell with the basketball. Weddington slips through off the window. Good. Strong take there by Sarah Weddington. Give her for her first, team's first. That one's on Highfield.
Chevrolet in Grayson is working hard every day buying and trading for the nicest used vehicles in the area. With over 150 used cars in our huge dealer inventory, odds are we'll have the car you want at the price you need. And as always, we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy one of ours. We also have new rides or find new roads.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs, whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding.
Back here in Vanceburg as we get you ready for quarter number 2. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here. Lewis County with a basketball. Down by 4. Highfield wants a 3. It's on the way off the window. No. Ball rebound kicked out near the free throw line. Rachel Bush brings it in the front court. Here's Spencer. Works off the screen, lost the handle on the basketball, turns and flips it back in. There's Bush to save it. Maynard stops, feeds it into Schaefer in the paint. She'll dribble it back out. Greenup being patient with the offense here after opening up a 9-0 lead. They lead it by 4 at the moment. There's a lob near side to Maynard. Bush working on Weddington. Reverse scoop shot, no. Weddington with a basketball, bringing it front court. Stops, goes off. 3 ball on the way, no. Over the backboard and out of bounds. Crum to bring it in. Off the Bush. She'll give it up to Spencer. Campbell trying to hound her in the backcourt. Works off a screen near side. Ball nearly stolen away. Here's Schaefer on the free throw line. Reverses it back out. Lewis County trying to turn up the defensive pressure here. Here's Crum. Spins, loses the basketball. Weddington has the steal. She'll put it on the deck and push. Here she comes right at you down the center of the lane. And a shot up and blocked and a foul. As they'll get that one on Rachel Bush. That's her first, team's second. And Sarah Weddington to the line shooting 2. First one's up is good. One more for Weddington, averaging nearly 20 points, over 12 rebounds a game. She's got them both. Her first, team's third. Court spinner. Jump ball will keep the basketball with Greenup. So Maynard forcing the tie up there on the alternating possession. And then Maynard off the right side, no good, but she's fouled. And she'll go to the line and shoot 2. We'll get that one on Highfield. Maynard is 73.5% free throw shooter. First one is up is good. 17-11. One more for the senior. 14 points, 7.5 rebounds a game. Just 4 points in this basketball game. Second one's on the way. That one's good as well. Pushes the lead back to 7 as we approach the 5-minute mark to go here in the first half. Now Greenup shows a little 2-1-2. Here's Weddington. Liv Campbell. Jumper is good. (18-13). Ball tipped. Long 3 is up, no good. There's Maynard with the rebound. Turns, puts it up, blocked from behind. As Weddington got the block and the rebound. Here comes Weddington right at you. She'll kick it off into the corner. Arnold 3 on the way, in and out, no good. And then a whistle and a tie-up underneath the bucket. They still have the clock running. It is still running. The clock, there we go. They've got it stopped now. Alternating possession arrow keeps it with the Lions. Here's Weddington. Looks at a double team. Liv Campbell corrals down the loose pass, brings it back near side. Now starts to attack. Steps through, off, and no good. Rachel Bush with the rebound. 5-point lead for the Musketeers. Bush into the front court. Gives it up, gets it back. Spencer wants a three. It's on the way. No. And then a whistle and a foul from behind, as that one's on Crum, her second. Team's fourth. Mackenzie Bolts coming on for Crum. Inside of 4 minutes to play here in the opening half. Greenup County came out and torched the nets as Weddington shots in and out, no good, and a foul from behind. As they'll get that one on Caitlin Gilbert, that's her second. Team fifth. Maynard working with the basketball in the backcourt. Brings it near side to Bush. Bush skip pass. Spencer, three ball, in and out, no good. Ball tipped back out to Bush. Here's Bolts. She'll fire a three. She's got it. (21-18). The lead's back to 8 for the Musketeers. Lob underneath, stolen away by Maynard on the backside. 3 minutes to go in the half. Greenup County with a chance to take its largest lead of the night. Here's Bolts out of the corner, back out to Bush. Maynard down low, feeds it into Schaefer. Three ball from the wing, got it. Timeout. As Kennedy Spencer pushes it to 11, it's a full timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Hey, this is Greg Gibson with Greg Gibson Insurance, and just an announcement, I'm retiring from Major League Baseball. This will be my final season. After 24 years as Major League umpire, I'm ready to become a full-time insurance guy. So anyway, if you haven't heard about us, check us out on the web, www.greggibsoninsurance.com. Give us a call today. Stop by. We'd love to talk to you about your insurance. Give us a call today. It's Greg Gibson Insurance, helping you make the right call.
We can dig it at Callahan Excavating. If you need drainage work, demolition work, mobile home lot preparation, pond cleaning, slip repairs, service line installation, parking lot or driveway work, or help with many other projects, contact Callahan Excavating at 606-225-0570. Callahan Excavating are proud supporters of local high school sports.
Out of the timeout, Lewis County basketball down 11. Campbell dribbling into the basketball and just across the midcourt stripe. There's a lob, backdoor, Weddington. She looks at a double team, puts it up off the glass. No, gets her own rebound, turns, puts it back up. That one falls in. Weddington's 10th point of the basketball. Good look there, Dave Anderson. He stays, possession arrow stays with Greenup County. Run. Liv Campbell brings it across the midcourt stripe inside of a minute to play here before halftime. Weddington working inside. Campbell backs it back out. 40 seconds to play in the first half. Now jogs it off to the far side. Nears will try to hold for the final shot. But before
Service to help you get the job done right the first time. We are also your local steel dealer. At James Do It Best Hardware, our people make the difference.
I love James Do It Best Hardware Store.
James Do It Best Hardware, 130.
Planning for an outdoor wedding or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
It'll be Greenup County basketball on the inbound. They get it into Bush. Bush turns down the left side, shot up, no good, blocked away again. Weddington with the rebound. Weddington races it ahead, 5 seconds, curls it off on the wing. Liv Campbell off to Weddington, a heave at the horn, no good, no good. They wave it off and take us to halftime. 24-18 at the break. Halftime when we return after this on the Coed Sports Network.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
For those on the go, moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Hi, my name is Brian Horton, Mission Strategist for the Churches of the Greenup Baptist Association. We exist to revitalize, mobilize, and multiply New Testament churches in Northeast Kentucky and the world. The Churches of the Greenup Association are moving forward together in the Great Commission work. If you live in Lawrence, Boyd, Greenup, Carter, or Elliott counties, I want to invite you to attend one of the Greenup Baptist churches this coming Sunday. Once there, I know you will find a community of people who will welcome you and love you. For more information, go to greenupbaptist.org.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Out to a 9-0 lead. They banged home 3 triples right out of the gate, and in the process put them into a sizable margin early on in this one. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll get you some statistics of this one and ready for the second half of action. A good one here tonight between Greenup and Lewis here in Vanceburg, and our coverage continues after this on the Coed Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
With winter around the corner, it's time to tame or to remove those trees that could damage your property and cost you thousands of dollars in repairs. Don't wait until it's too late. Call the tree experts at Orcutt's Tree Service and Stump Removal at 606-356-8850 to schedule your free estimate. Orcutt's Tree Service and Stump Removal in Olive Kentucky are proud sponsors of local high school sports.
When you shop and invest locally, you put in motion a sequence of actions which multiplies the money that is available in our area to create jobs and provide emergency services, police, and fire protection, as well as improving the quality of education in our local schools. Shop and invest locally whenever you can. First in People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
Back here at the half, 24-18 our score. Greenup County in the locker room with the 6-point lead. Let's take a look at some numbers in this one. We'll start first with Greenup. Kennedy Spencer with 6 points. That leads the way. Rachel Bush has 5. Emily Maynard with 5. Bolt and Schaefer with 3. Daria Crum has 2. Greenup 8 of 26 from the field, 30.8%. 6 of 15 from long range, 40%. They're 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 15 rebounds in the basketball game. 6 offensive in this contest in the first half of play. For Lewis, Weddington with 10. Maddie Johnson has 6. Liv Campbell with 2. Lewis County 7 of 18 from the field, 38.9%. 2 for 7 from long range, 28.6%. A perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 15 rebounds, 2 on the offensive glass. And they trail it by 6 here at the half. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half of action. A good one here tonight in Vanceburg with the Musketeers in the locker room up by 6, 24-18. Our coverage continues after this on the Coolidge Sports Network.
Hey fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team without changing your spending habits. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. So come on in and sign up for your team debit card at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue in Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, is a locally owned pharmacy devoted to providing excellent customer service. Not found at the chain drug stores, Gillum Drug carries over-the-counter meds, wonderful seasonal decor, creek bottom candles, jewelry, and specializes in skincare products. Gillum Drug offers allergy shots and all immunizations with no appointment needed, and Gillum Drug will treat you like family. Stop by today and experience it. Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, next to Domino's.
Back here in Vanceburg at the Jungle. Good shot there from the courtside camera as Lewis County finishes up their warm-ups, down by 6 here at the half. Let's take a look at some scores from around the area. Russell leads Ashland 16-12 at the start of the second. In boys action, Elliott County in front of East Carter, 12-11. Early first quarter action in that one. Greenup boys leads West Carter 10-5 midway through the first. That game also over on Cool TV, I believe. I can't remember that one. That may be, I believe that one's over in West Carter. But a good one here tonight. Greenup County comes out, gets an early 9-0 lead. Good look there, Jay Fight coaching up his team. See if they can find a way to come back in this one. Stay tuned with me after the game. We'll try to grab both head coaches and talk with them in postgame as we get you ready for the second half of action here as we have 2 weeks until the district tournaments get underway. 3 weeks until region. So not too long away before we get this one into postseason play. So with Lewis County basketball to start the second half, and off we go. They'll work it from right to left as I view it high atop here in the jungle. Here's Liv Campbell, brings it off to Arnold. She wants a three, it's front iron short. Ball tipped around, Highfield chases it down. Weddington, long range jumper too stiff. Rachel Bush claims the rebound and she's fouled. They'll get that one on Highfield. That's her third, team's first. Our crew for tonight, courtside, Felicia Collier and Austin Ray doing a fabulous job as always. Big one tomorrow night over at the Palace as Boyd County comes in to face off the Rams. We'll have the call of that one right here on Cool TV. There's Crum. Now Schaefer. Greenup County just working it inside. Here's Spencer, spins, goes to the left hand, in and up and good. Kennedy Spencer with 8 points in this basketball game, and the lead is back to 8. Maddie Johnson with the basketball. Takes it on far side to Liv Campbell. Campbell, a little jab step. Highfield high over her head now with those 3 personal fouls she plays with for the moment. Liv Campbell. Arnold in between the rings. Lewis being kind of patient as well. Wants to go down underneath, nothing happening there. Cannot get the basketball to Weddington. Here's Arnold, tries to curl it off into the corner. Here's Campbell out of the corner. Cut off there by Bush. Now goes right at Bush. Kicks it off to Arnold. Spot up 3 on the way, yes! Caitlin Arnold's first points of the night. Leads down to 5. Kennedy Spencer with the basketball into the front court. She comes. Hands it off to Crum in front of her bench. Now Liv Campbell forces her to pick up her dribble into the hands of Rachel Bush now. Bush with a nice crossover right down the center of the lane. Puts up a shot, missed it. Weddington with the rebound. She'll bring it front court for the Lions, down 5 here in the third. Campbell out of the corner. Goes dribble drive, stops on the baseline. 15-footers up, no good. There's Weddington, and she's fouled. We'll get that one on Katie Schaefer. And Weddington to the free throw line to shoot 2. Schaefer picks up her second. Weddington, a 78.4% free throw shooter. First one's in and out. One more for Weddington. Plans of possibly EKU or University of Kentucky for dentistry school. Talking with Coach Jay Fight last night, making the accolades for the graphics for both Bush and Weddington. Both of those young ladies having fabulous careers, both great kids. Here's a spot up 3 off the mark, no way into the keyhole, and a foul against Schaefer. She just picked up her third. Team's second. There's Liv Campbell. She's going to continue her career on the collegiate side of things. She'll go to Wittenberg University. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lions. Maddie Johnson to trigger in. Gets it inside to Campbell's. Nice spin on the baseline to the left side. It's up, it's down to 2. And a timeout, Greenup County. 30-second timeout with 4:42 to play here in the third. Take a look over top there. Paul Miller in his huddle there with his girls. Raced out to a 9-0 lead. Led this one by as many as 11. Trying to get his team into the winner's column and, more importantly, clinch up that 2 seed so they'll wear the home jersey. Basketball in. Here's Schaefer. Gives it off to Bush now. Bush will go to work. Maynard wants it inside. Bush fights for the rebound, drops it inside. Maynard off the window, good. Nice find there. 1. 28-27. Can the Lions get a stop here? Maynard on the wing. There's Bush. Spins in the lane, and did she walk? She did. You can pick up the cheer from the crowd on that one. And Lewis County with a chance to take its first lead of the ballgame on this possession. Highfield off. Arnold back in. Excuse me, Gilbert coming on. Here's Campbell, goes to the rack for the lead, got it! Lewis County has erased an 11-point deficit. Here's Spencer on the baseline. Jumpers up, no good. Ball off the fingertips, out of bounds. And it'll stay with Greenup underneath its own bucket. Daria Crum to bring it in. Here's Bush. Give it to Bush again. Bush working on Weddington. Gets in the lane, pumps. Fade away, good. Strong take there by Rachel Bush. She drops in her 7th of the night. Puts Greenup back in front by 1, 30-29. Inside of 2 to play here in the third. Here's Arnold on the wing. Kennedy Spencer working on her. Arnold goes dribble drive on the baseline. Here's Campbell. Spins, looks into a double team. Now needs some help. Maddie Johnson down the center of the lane, partially blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Lewis underneath their own bucket. Johnson gets it in, gets it right back. She's got it on the wing. Spot up 3 on the way for the lead. No. Weddington follows, and it's raked out of her hands, out of bounds. Musketeers lead it by 1. Lewis County took their first lead of the ball game a possession ago. Here's Campbell. Gives it to Weddington. Looks at a double team. 3 for the lead on the way. Yes! 2-point lead as Maddie Johnson drains it from downtown Tripletown. 32-30. 1 minute to go in the third. Here's Spencer. Goes to Maynard. Entry pass to Maynard. Turns, puts it off the window. No good. Fights for her own rebound. Liv Campbell has the basketball. Here come the Lions, up by 2. Campbell takes it out into the corner. She's coming to the rack. Shot is uplifted short. There's Weddington. Backs up, fouled, and she's going to the line for 2. They'll get that one on Maynard. That's her second. Weddington back to the line, shooting 2. First one is up, is good. 3-point lead. 26.4 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Greenup will hold probably for the final shot of the third, or at least they should. Arnold will come out and apply the heavy pressure. Spencer takes it off to the far side corner. That's Maynard. And then a foul underneath. As they'll get that one on Weddington. That's her second. Team's second of the half. So 8 seconds to play here in the third. Greenup County basketball. Crum to bring it in. And then a reach-in foul on the inbound as they'll get that one on Liv Campbell. That's her first, team's third. Crum again to bring it in. Goes inside. Maynard has it blocked away, but there's Bush. Bush puts up a shot, left it short. Weddington fights for the rebound, and that's the end of 3. Lewis County leads it 33 to 30. Fourth quarter when we return after this on the Coed Sports Network.
The award-winning florist All That Blooms has a new location, 402 East Main Street, across from Pritchard Elementary in Grayson, with gifts for all occasions including birthdays, sympathy, holidays, and anniversaries. Shop Monday and Tuesday 9 to 5, Wednesday 9 to 2, Thursday 9 to 5, and Saturday 9 to noon, closed on Sunday. Call 474-0390 for All That Blooms at 402 East Main, your full-service florist serving Grayson and surrounding areas. Check them out on Facebook, allthatblooms.com. That's BLOOMZ.
When you shop Grayson Sporting Goods, you're supporting a great family-owned business with new owners and team sales. Celebrate.
Look at the foul on Maddie Johnson. That's her first. And Rachel Bush will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. First one on the way for Bush is good. 33 to 31. Bush with 8. Second one on the way. Bush nets both and cuts the lead to 1. Greenup will show a little 2-2-1 now. Brings it near side. And then a reach in. Nope. Got a tie up. It was out of bounds, so Greenup County thought they had the tie up. Jay Fight had a few words to exchange there with Mr. McKissick. Cooler heads play on. Here's Weddington on the wing. Working on Bush. It's raked out of bounds. He'll stay with the Lions. One thing about this place is we're going to take you right inside the action because the court is so tight. The stands are very tight. So our cameras have very few places to stand. And we've had a couple of balls go right into our camera operators tonight. They're doing a fabulous job courtside. As that's how close it is right there. As you take a look at the inbound pass with over the shoulder of Jeff Atkins, one of our officials. Here's a 3 off the mark. Way too stiff there by Maddie Johnson. Rachel Bush brings it front court. Inside of 7 to play here in the ball game. Musketeers trailing by 1. Here's Bush. 3's off the mark, no good. Arnold had it from behind. Ball's loose, goes back out to Schaefer. Bush for the lead, straight away 3, yes! Bush with 12. And the lead's back to 2 for the Musketeers. Maddie Johnson gives it off to Weddington. Weddington on the near sideline. Campbell on the wing. Weddington trying to get position underneath. 3 on the way, boom! It barely moved the twine as it flew through. as Gilbert puts the Lions back in front by 1. What a ball game here tonight. And Bush answers with a 3 on the far side. 38-36, Oprah Winfrey's in the house. You get a 3, you get a 3. Here's Weddington. Into the lane, shot off the window, good. We're tied at 38. Weddington's 13th of the contest. We talked about this early on. Bush and Weddington, it was going to be a heck of a fight. And then they try to throw it underneath, and it's thrown out of bounds. So the turnover gives it back to the Lions with a chance to regain the lead. Knotted up here at 38. As Liv Campbell will come across the midcourt stripe. We're inside of 5 to go in the ball game. Here's Campbell, comes to the wing. Curls up, puts up a shot, good! Campbell's 6th of the night. This one, the way it's playing out, it's going to be the last one with the basketball. Kennedy Spencer brings it off to Bush for the lead from the wing. Won't get the roll. Liv Campbell, hounded in the backcourt, clears the rebound, brings it front court. Leading by 2 are the Lions. Here's Campbell to the rack, and she's fouled. And she'll go to the line and shoot 2. As they'll get that one on Maynard. And a bench warning has just been issued to Paul Miller and Greenup. So a good look there at Liv Campbell. Averaging 11 points, 5 rebounds a game, an 82.3% free throw shooter. That leads the team. Chance to push it to 4 on both, and can't get the first one to go home. One more free throw. Campbell eyes and deep breath. Second one's up and rolls home. 1 of 2 makes it a full 1 possession game. Spencer into the front court. Arnold meets her at the midcourt stripe, and a timeout requested. And it's a 30-second timeout requested by Greenup County with 4:10 to go in the ball game. Great look there. Coach Paul Miller, our camera crew, they don't even give me a chance to get the cameras moved to them. They're already in the huddle with you. There's Jay Fight taking a look. Let's go back to Coach Miller there. You can kind of peek over the shoulder at the marker board what he's wanting to see there. Always a hat tip to my crew that's working, doing an excellent job in this one, as always. Felicia Collier and Austin Ray killing it courtside for Cool TV tonight. I'm just trying to stay away. A great basketball game here to be a part of. Here's a 3 on the way. No, front iron short. Campbell wants to run. Brings it into the front as well. Burns puts it off the glass. Counted and 1. And a chance at a 3-point play. We get the foul on Liv Campbell and Rachel Bush to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. That would even this ball game at 41. Bush pushes it up and in, and we're even at 41. I kidded earlier, I said the team that's got the basketball at the end may win this one. There's a long cross-court pass. It's raked out of bounds. Nice job defensively on the back door there by the Musketeers. The lead. Her 15th of the night. 43-41. 2.5 to go in the ball game. Maynard And then a steal by Crum in the backcourt. Great hustle play there by her. A rebound and a whistle and a tie up on the far sideline. Now to Spencer. Rachel and a timeout by Jay Fight with 1:20 to save the timeout. Looking for one more from the charity stripe. Tonight gets it back on the wing. Stop the clock. I've got him as well. They gave about 2 seconds away before they got it stopped. As he goes across with his team. Our camera operator's trying to get her position to get in behind Coach Fight. Now she's got her shot. Let's take a look at it with Coach Fight there as he tries to coach it up here in the timeout. 46-44. Both teams in the bonus. Possession arrow favors Lewis. Great hustle play there by our camera operators to jump in that timeout there. Get us some great looks from behind the bench as they get ready for arguably one of the biggest possessions in this basketball game. So the basketball will be on the baseline, possession with the Lions. Johnson gets it in. And then Campbell is fouled immediately in the backcourt. So the ninth foul will send us to the other end and put Liv Campbell back on the free throw line for 2. Campbell 7 points in this basketball game here this evening. 1 in the bonus. Free throw is up. That one's good. 1 more. 47-44. This to make it a 2-possession ball game. A deep breath for Campbell. Second free throw's up. Can't get it to stay home, but the rebound comes out to Gilbert. And then an immediate foul out top of the key as we'll be in double bonus now as Campbell's going back to the line for 2. Free throw up, left it front iron short. Second free throw. Missed them both. Here's Spencer. And Spencer puts it up and in. So 47-46. 21 seconds to go in the ball game. Stay tuned with me after the contest. We'll check all the scoring and stats from this one. Again, both coaches. So Lewis County basketball underneath the bucket. Trying to go the length of the court. And who does Greenup want to foul here on this one? Maddie Johnson to bring it in. And immediately they get it to their best free throw shooter. And Liv Campbell will go to the other end and shoot double bonus. Lewis tonight has not been what you would expect them from the free throw line. 6 from the line. Home. 48-46. This one the big one. Second one's on the way. To overtime. Jay Fine's going to burn a timeout before we go any further. We're going to stay right here. Maynard on the season has been stellar from the free throw line. (50 of 68, 73.5%. Maynard tonight, 2 for 2. Greenup County has hit all 5 of its free throws. Emily Maynard, the senior, a chance to force extra time here in Vanceburg. .7 rebounds a night for the senior. Maynard pushes the first one up, nothing but net. One more before the biggie. Second one for Maynard. Rattles home. Now the one that matters. And before we get any further, Jay Fine's going to burn that final timeout. This is the cinch of icing the kicker. So here's the way this works. As soon as they take it out of bounds, see if he makes it. Go back in the line. Go back. Take a look here at Jay Fight, see what's going through him. Again, 0.4 seconds left to go. So any miss, unless you get a foul before the horn, which is almost impossible, it's going to be difficult to do anything with it besides put this thing in overtime. So Emily Maynard with a chance to force overtime here in Vanceburg. 3 free throws with 0.4 seconds to go in regulation. Can the senior put it through? Gets it to go home. And a big high five there from Rachel Bush as we are even at 49. Now, they ran the clock they should not have, so there's 0.4 seconds to go. You have time for the inbound and a heave, if you will. But either way, we're looking destined for overtime here. Highfield will turn and chuck it. That doesn't make it, and we're headed to overtime. Back after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Pure Country Chevrolet in Grayson is working hard every day buying and trading for the nicest used vehicles in the area. With over 150 used cars in our huge dealer inventory, odds are we'll have the car you want at the price you need. And as always, we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy one of ours. We also have new rides arriving daily, so come out. Look us over for your next auto need. With 4 locations, we're easy to get to, so don't wait. Come and let us help you have the vehicle you deserve at the best deal every time. On the web, purecountryauto.com, or call us 606-474-5116. Pure Country Chevrolet, find new roads.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
A heck of a basketball game we've witnessed, and in 32 minutes just wasn't enough. overtime here in Vanceburg. We'll play 4-minute periods until we have a victor. And we've got to jump this up. Rachel Bush was like, oh, wait a minute. I got to go on the backcourt. So Bush and Weddington, center court. Ball's tipped into the Lions, and here we go with the second part of the ball game. Extra time here in Vanceburg. Highfield with the basketball. Now Weddington. Here's Maddie Johnson in the lane. Partially blocked there by Bush. Bush rakes it off of the knee. Need help? We're going the other way, and I think they got that one correct. I know the Lions fans don't think so, but I believe when they raked it in, they raked it off of a Lewis County knee. Gilbert back in for Highfield. Even at 49 here after regulation. Spencer brings it inside. Three from the corner's good. Daria Crum. Bring it back in front. 52-49. Liv Campbell with the basketball out top of the key. Johnson takes the handoff. Gilbert on the wing left side. Here's Weddington. On the deck, spins in the lane. Shot is up, won't fall, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line for two. Kennedy Spencer whistled for the foul. So Weddington to the line. 18 points in the basketball game. Weddington hits the first, one more. Gets them both. Your camera's dead. 52-51. Ball out to the corner. And then a foul against Greenup. It's an offensive foul. So .222 to go in the ball game in the in the overtime period. Here's Campbell. Brings it off to Arnold. And then a ball stolen away. Here's Crum with the steal down the center of the lane. Good. 54-51, timeout. Full timeout, we're back in 60 seconds.
Hey fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team without changing your spending habits. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. So come on in and sign up for your team debit card at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue in Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Painesville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
A barn burner here tonight in Vanceburg. Greenup County leads 54-51 here in overtime. With a minute 40 to go here in the first overtime period. Campbell brings it into the front court. Brings it near side off to Arnold. Here's Campbell on the drive. Fade away off the window, no good. Into the hands, Spencer. Rachel Bush takes the basketball, slows things down. Now comes front court, kicks it ahead. Gets out of the tie-up, Mackenzie Bolts. And then a whistle and a foul with 1 minute to go. They'll get on a high field. That's her fourth, team's eighth. And Emily Maynard, who hit 3 free throws with 0.4 seconds to play in the ball game, goes to the line for one in the bonus. Free throw up, missed it. Here's Weddington. Spins in the lane. Hook shot up, good. And that ball tipped. Nearly knocked out of bounds. Great hustle play there by our camera operator, Felicia Collier, who had to do some quick maneuvering to get back in the ball game. And then a tie-up before the ball came in, as they'll get that one on Gilbert. With Kennedy Spencer. 63.6% free throw shooter on the season. Missed it. And then Liv Campbell tried to save it in, could not corral it back in bounds. So it goes out of bounds, and it's back to the Musketeers. Crum brings it into Bush, and then immediately Weddington delivers the foul. That's her fourth. First one is up, good. Bush with 19. .38 seconds to go in the ball game in overtime. One more for the senior, headed to U-Pike. A tie-up, who got the foul? They'll get it on Caitlin Arnold, her first. 19.2 to play. Rachel Bush back to the free throw line for two more. And that makes it 10.4 seconds to go here in overtime. There's a lob, comes in, it's stolen away by Maynard, and Weddington just picked up her fifth. So Weddington's going to foul this basketball game with 22 points. And Emily Maynard, 10 points in this contest, but none bigger than the three with 0.4 seconds to play in regulation. One more. Got it. 6-point lead. Three is up, is good with 0.7 seconds by Liv Campbell. A full timeout. We'll go ahead and stay right here. Tell his team what he wants. Coach Paul Miller. The Musketeers trying to steal one away here on the road. And what a big one it would be. If they can hang on here, that'll put Lewis at 3-3 in the district. And Greenup's got one more district game down at the Palace on Saturday against Raceland. I'll be on the call with that one. So 0.7 seconds to play. Or did they get the foul before the whistle? Two-tenths of a second. We'll go to the other end and shoot two free throws. And Rachel Bush will get a chance to do just that. Of a second on there. That'll seal it. 61-57. One more for Bush. That one falls off, and that is your ball game. In overtime. Play in regulation. And Greenup County takes down Lewis County 61-57. What a heck of a...
Bowman's Can Do Frame Repair is also an ASE certified mechanical shop providing transmission flushes. Kids Boutique has affordable clothing for every season, including t-shirts, sweaters, hats, and more. Eastside Kids Boutique even has items for that special lady in your life, including home decor, clothing, jewelry, accessories, gift baskets, and more. That's Eastside Kids Boutique, 603 East Main Street in Grayson. Call 606-475-1683 or visit them on Facebook, Eastside Kids Boutique in Grayson.
Hello, I'm Michael Bowling, Senior Vice President of Kentucky Farmers Bank. When you do business with Kentucky Farmers Bank, you're making an investment in your community. Your money stays local, we never sell your loan, and in turn, we invest in local families, churches, schools, and charities. We believe in our community, and that's why we are the better bank for loans.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for loans since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Sets up a very important game down in Greenup, or excuse me, down in Raceland on Saturday, as that will bring Greenup into the Palace and a matchup with Raceland with a chance at a 2 seed on the line. So the way that it'll play out now is if Greenup can win, then it'll be a coin flip between them and Lewis because they split in the regular season. So a big opportunity there. If the Rams could pull off the upset, that would leave Greenup at 2-4. That would then push Lewis at the 2, and Greenup would go to the 3. But what a heck of a basketball game this was. Greenup raced down to a 9-0 lead. Lewis clawed its way back into it. Back and forth it went until Greenup pushed it back out to the largest lead of the ball game. They led it by 11 there in the second quarter. And it looked like Greenup was ready to run them out of the gymnasium. And what ended up happening was Lewis cut it down to 6. Got their first lead of the ball game midway through the third. Looked like they were going to win this one down the stretch. And then Emily Maynard, the senior, was fouled with 0.4 seconds to play in regulation from the three-point line. And in the process, hits all 3 free throws and sends us to overtime. In that overtime period, Greenup County took care of its free throws. 15 of 18 tonight from the charity stripe are the Musketeers, and they win this one going away by a final score of 61-57. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll try to grab Coach Paul Miller and Jay Fight, get a couple words from each of them, and we'll wrap it up here tonight from Vanceburg. One heck of a ball game we saw here tonight. Winners are the Musketeers, 61-57. Postgame show continues after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Carter County, look no further than Tyler's Pizza. Also be sure to check out our daily lunch specials, wings, salads, subs, sandwiches, dinners, sides, desserts, and our world-famous Thai Zone. Tyler's Pizza, 120 Cross Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-4583. Tyler's Pizza is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Pure Country Chevrolet in Grayson is working hard every day buying and trading for the nicest used vehicles in the area. With over 150 used cars in our huge dealer inventory, odds are we'll have the car you want at the price you need. And as always, we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy one of ours. We also have new rides arriving daily, so come out. Look us over for your next auto need. With 4 locations, we're easy to get to, so don't wait. Come and let us help you have the vehicle you deserve at the best deal every time. On the web, purecountryauto.com, or call us 606-474-5116. Pure Country Chevrolet, find new roads.
The award-winning florist All That Blooms has a new location, 402 East Main Street, across from Pritchard Elementary in Grayson, with gifts for all occasions, including birthdays, sympathy, holidays, and anniversaries. Shop Monday and Tuesday 9 to 5, Wednesday 9 to 2, Thursday 9 to 5, and Saturday 9 to noon, closed on Sunday. Call 474-0390 for All That Blooms at 402 East Main, your full-service florist serving Grayson and surrounding areas. Check them out on Facebook, allthatblooms.com. That's BLOOMZ.
Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, is a locally owned pharmacy devoted to providing excellent customer service, not found at the chain drug stores. Gillum Drug carries over-the-counter meds, wonderful seasonal decor, creek bottom candles, jewelry, and specializes in skincare products. Gillum Drug offers allergy shots and all immunizations with no appointment needed, and Gillum Drug will treat you like family. Stop by today and experience it. Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, next to Domino's.
Hey, this is Greg Gibson with Greg Gibson Insurance, and just an announcement, I'm retiring from Major League Baseball. This will be my final season. After 24 years as Major League umpire, I'm ready to become a full-time insurance guy. So anyway, if you haven't heard about us, check us out on the web, www.greggibsoninsurance.com. Give us a call today. Stop by. We'd love to talk to you about your insurance. Give us a call today. It's Greg Gibson Insurance, helping you make the right call.
Back here in postgame coverage, 61-57. Final score here tonight in overtime. Greenup County with the victory. Let's look at the numbers in this one. For the visiting Musketeers, 8 of 49 from the field. That's 36.7%. 10 of 27 from beyond the arc, 37%. But efficient, to say the least, from the free throw line. 15 of 19, 78.9% from the charity stripe. More importantly, Emily Maynard, 3 in a row with 0.4 seconds to go in regulation to come away with a victory, to push it into overtime and hang on down the stretch. 30 rebounds in this basketball game for the Musketeers. Leading the way, Rachel Bush, 23 points and 11 rebounds. Kennedy Spencer has 13. Emily Maynard with 12. Daria Crum has 7. Mackenzie Bolts with 3. Katie Schaefer has 3. For the Lions, 19 of 43 from the field, 44.2%. 7 of 18 from long range, 38.9%. 12 of 21 from the free throw line, 57.1%. 35 rebounds in the losing effort. Weddington with 23 points and 13 boards. Maddie Johnson splashes in 10. Caitlin Arnold with 6. Gilbert with 3. Olivia Campbell has 15. Put it all together, 61-57, your final score. We'll take our final break. We'll wrap it up when we return after this. Here on the Postgame Show on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
We can dig it at Callahan Excavating. If you need drainage work, demolition work, mobile home lot preparation, pond cleaning, slip repairs, service line installation, parking lot or driveway work, or help with many other projects, contact Callahan Excavating at 606-225-0570. Callahan Excavating are proud supporters of local high school sports. With winter around the corner, it's time to tame or to remove those trees that could damage your property and cost you thousands of dollars in repairs. Don't wait until it's too late. Call the tree experts at Orcutt's Tree Service and Stump Removal at 606-356-8850 to schedule your free estimate. Orcutt's Tree Service and Stump Removal in Olive Hill, Kentucky are proud sponsors of local high school sports.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
At James Do It Best Hardware, we are not just another hardware store, we are your hometown home improvement partners, offering personalized service to help you get the job done right the first time. We are also your local steel dealer. At James Do It Best Hardware, our people make the difference.
I love James Do It Best Hardware Store.
James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street in Olive Hill, Kentucky.
When you shop Grayson Sporting Goods, you're supporting a great family-owned business with new owners and team sales. To celebrate, get all your high school gear, including high school spirit wear. Grayson Sporting Goods also does embroidery and vinyl transfers. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturday, 10 to 3. Check with Grayson Sporting Goods for extended seasonal hours.
Back here in post-game coverage on the Cool Hit Sports Network, joined with Greenup County head coach Paul Miller. Hang on, Coach. I've got a bad headset there. How about now? Nope, hang on. Got me now?
I got you.
How about now? Still got me? Nope. How about now, Coach? We're just going to have to get closer together.
I got you.
What a heck of a basketball game here tonight. Down 3 with 0.4 seconds to go. Maynard draws the foul, and could you have picked anybody better with the opportunity and the momentum that you needed there to go to the free throw line to hit those 3 free throws?
You know, first and foremost, you got to, if you love high school basketball, that was some kind of game. Atmosphere here was off the charts. I mean, it was loud, it was energetic, but, you know, you talk about Emily coming up there and 0.4 on the clock, and she came over to me. She said, "I got this, Coach." And I said, "I know you do, because guess what? You practice this every day of your life." And, hey, she stepped up and hit big shots.
9-0 the way you guys started things off. 3 threes, you got the momentum, you got the crowd silence, and that's a big thing, especially playing in this gymnasium.
I thought it was important to get off to a good start, you know, and you got the band coming and you got the loud. I told the kids, I said, if we can get out and take some of that out, we'll settle in. And I thought we jumped on them pretty good.
You race it out to 11. They cut it down to 8 going into the locker room. What was the message to the team there at the half? Did you expect the run that you saw coming out of the second half?
I told them, I said, don't get too excited. I said, we got a long way to go. But, you know, Jay's got a great team, and we're so similar. Would you agree? I mean, we're just similar. And I just knew that those kids were not going to lay down. He's a great coach, top-notch, and I just think he does a good job. And these kids mirror what he does, and they're not going to give up.
You know, I touted this one coming in. It was Weddington and Bush, and it was a heavyweight fight. I mean,
absolutely.
And you talk about mirror. Those two mirror each other very well as well.
I mean, it's so mirrored. I mean, the key to the win, and Jay will tell you this same thing, is who's going to step up on the other sides. And I think now we're 11-0, James, when I got 3 people in double figures. So.
Now, one thing, I'm going to dial way back, and this
Okay.
was something you told me back when you guys lost to Russell.
Yeah.
You said we've got to find somebody besides Bush and Maynard to step up.
That's it.
Kennedy Spencer was one of those names that you talked about. Daria Crum was another.
How about Dar?
Both of those step up
Yeah.
big tonight.
How about little Boltsy in the quarter over there? You know, and that's it. You know, my freshmen, I tell them all the time, you're not freshmen now. Hey, you played this whole year. So now you're a sophomore, really. So let's get out there and play basketball the way you know how. And, man, they hit some big shots. Dar at the end there, when she hit that runner, I was a little tired, I'll be honest. She went up in the air, and I was like, oh, yes.
To survive in this gymnasium 2 weeks before districts. You know where you are, and this could be a first-round matchup.
Yeah.
You got some business you got to take care of this Saturday.
That's right.
But more importantly, you could be right back here in the same stage 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I told the kids, I said, you know, one of the things I wrote on the board before this game was it's a race to 50. Whoever hits 50 is going to win this game. And I'd be that guy, we hit 50 first. And in the timeout, I said, we got it. But you're right. Hey, we got to go down there at Raceland, and we got to shake this one off because we got a big one down there we got to get.
Yeah, that one, again, keeps everything pretty much where it is right now to put you in a coin flip for the white jerseys
Sure.
if you win that one. When you look at this basketball team and you talk about Rachel Bush, 1,500 points, over 1,000 rebounds. I mean, the kid, she just keeps doing. UPike's got a good one coming.
I mean, unbelievable. I told Clifton, I know Clifton well, and I said, I'll tell you what, you got a kid that's a multi-talented kid that can do a lot. And I just don't, he tells me, he said, I couldn't believe it when she came here and worked out for him. He couldn't believe the talent she had, the hidden talent. And James, I mean, there's just a lot of people didn't know about her, and I mean, I knew it. I knew what she's capable of doing.
Well, Coach, we've got you Saturday down at Raceland. We'll have you on the call down there.
Bring me some luck. I need
We'll
it.
bring you some luck. We'll see you down there. Coach, appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Coach Paul Miller joining us here in post-game. Let's grab Coach Fight real quick and get some words from him before we wrap it up here this evening. I'll turn your mic way up for you, Coach.
I appreciate it. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, pull one headset off there. One if there you go.
All right.
You look at this basketball game. You guys fall behind 9-0. You were down 11 there in the first half. You clawed it down to 8 going into the locker room. What'd you like about the pulse of your team there at the half?
Well, you know, we've been through some games like that where we've been down, and we just had to keep clawing, keep digging, keep fighting, and that's been a great quality of our kids. We finally got some defensive stops. We did much better with that. But you know, like I just told Tyler a few minutes ago, we did a lot of things right to get ourselves in a position to win, but we didn't finish the game down the stretch the way we have been.
This one sets up a matchup depending on how things play on Saturday. 2 weeks from now, this same game could be played again, and that one's for big-time implications. That's for a trip to Moorhead.
Right, and you know how much better atmosphere could we have had tonight to get us ready. And same for Greenup. You know, it was just a good atmosphere for basketball, boys basketball, girls basketball, whatever. Excellent atmosphere. You know, I told our kids, you know, listen to my voice. And that happened in the first 6 or 8 minutes of the game because we weren't awake, you know, and Greenup County woke us up. So we learned how we're going to have to communicate in these types of atmospheres because it was louder tonight than it's probably been in a long time.
Something I talked with Coach Miller there, I said, you know, these two teams, they mirror each other very well, and you can't find a mirror image any better than Weddick and the Bush. Anytime you put those two on the playing court, it's going to be a heck of a battle.
Well, you know they're going to put up big numbers, and we were just hoping to have it last and take advantage of our situations, you know, the way we have been. We've been an excellent free throw shooting team this season, and, you know, we didn't knock them down the way we have been. But, you know, our kids had to fight their hind ends off to get there to have those opportunities. So, you know, we're never going to fault them for that. It takes a lot of courage to get there. I promise you we'll be working on them again tomorrow, and the kids will get their confidence back and hopefully knock them down when it counts.
Coach, we'll talk to you in a couple weeks, my friend.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Jay Fight joining us here in postgame. That'll do it for us here this evening. Again, 61-57 in overtime. Greenup County wins this one with the victory. That'll push the Musketeers record on the season to 13-10, 2-3 in district play. Lewis County evens up at 3-3 district play. They go to 17-8 on the season and snap a 5-game winning streak with the loss. So, looking ahead now for the Musketeers, they'll come to Raceland on Saturday. We'll have the call of that one from the Palace at 3:30 here on Cool TV. That'll be the final district game, and that one will set the seedings, or at least who will be in the seedings. Should they win that game, they'll have a coin flip with Lewis County for the 2 seed or the 3 seed, and that only depends on the color of the jersey, obviously. But that's all you've got from there. Greenup still has Menifee, Pike County Central, and Lawrence County to close out their regular season. For the Lions, the start of a 5-game homestand back here on Wednesday with Robertson County, Bath County on the 10th, St. Pat on the 13th, and then close things out on the 15th with Nicholas County. A big hat tip to our crew tonight. Felicia Collier and Austin Ray, a fabulous job as always through this one. We had some technical issues at the beginning, and we had some interesting technical issues to work through, but we got through them as best we could with what, again, the network lets you do as you move forward. But anyways, your final score here tonight, Greenup County 61, Lewis County 57 in overtime. For Felicia Collier, Austin Ray, and all the great folks at the Cool Hits Sports Network, I'm James Collier saying goodnight, and thanks for tuning in here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You've been watching another exciting high school basketball contest on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game was brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, Greg Gibson Insurance, Callahan's Excavate, James Do It Best Hardware, Ashland Credit Union, Trace Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, Members Choice Credit Union, Ashland Community and Technical College, the Greenup Baptist Association, First and People's Bank, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Raceland Christian Church, Orcut Tree Services, Gillum Drug, All That Blooms, Grayson Sporting Goods, Bowman's Auto and Collision Center, Eastside Kids Boutique, First Light Home Care, and Tyler's Pizza. This broadcast of high school basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.